Hello students, I hope you all are fine at home. So this video I have made for you for especially for my class 7 students. Chapter number 11, Transportation in Animals. I have already taught you this chapter online, but still I have made this video just to help you out for the revision purpose, right? So main points I have just highlighted in this video. I hope it will help you. So you children, you all know that transportation is the most important, one of the most important, we can say, system in living organisms. Before this, we have already read about nutrition, digestion and respiration topics. And from those topics, we have understood that how important these topics are because digestion as well as respiration both are very important system of the living organisms. But how the digested food and respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide is going to be transported in the body of the living organisms. You all know that we all are multicellular organisms and we are made up of many cells. So each and every cell and organ of our body needs these things, okay, for the survival. So here in this chapter we are going to learn about this transportation, that how this particular process takes place in the, especially in the humans. So I have just quoted some important points for you. Human circulatory system is basically consists of blood vessels and heart. These are the three main important components. So अगर question आता है कि what does human circulatory consist of? So basically it consists of these three things, that is blood vessels and heart. So now what does blood consist of? What is blood actually? Blood is a fluid connective tissue. It is a kind of tissue. It is a group of cells which together perform a same function. Okay? So plasma. It is basically consists of plasma and cellular parts. There are three main cells which is present in the blood, that is RBCs, red blood cells, WBCs, white blood cells and platelets. Now what is plasma? Plasma is the fluid part of the blood. Okay, and what does it consist of? It consists of basically 92% water and rest 8% glucose, salts, ions, various kinds of ions, proteins, etc. So with the help of these, this is the composition of plasma. Now what is the function of plasma? Plasma basically responsible for the transportation of digested food, various types of hormones and waste. You all know that there are a lot of waste, nitrogenous wastes are also made in our body. So that also has to be transported to our kidneys, and digested food has to transport it to all the cells of the body. So all these transportation takes place through plasma only. So this is the main function of plasma. Now come to the cellular part of the blood. Now RBCs, red blood cells, is the one of the main cell of blood. It is biconcave shaped cells. Biconcave shape is basically responsible for the large surface area of these cells. ये surface area बढ़ा देती है जिसकी वजह से oxygen transportation में help होती है, ठीक है? And generally it provides red color to the blood, and that is why it is also known as red blood cells. And why it provides red color to the cells? Because it contains a pigment known as hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is one of the main pigment which is responsible to impart red color to the blood. Now come to the function of RBCs. RBCs transport all the respiratory gases. You know that they have mainly two respiratory gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide. So transportation of respiratory gases is done by hemoglobin, or you can say RBCs. And the lifespan of RBCs is only 120 days. So after every 120 days, our RBCs keep on renewing. Now come to the next type of cells, that is white blood cells. Very, very important. It develops the immune system of the body. Okay, and these are the amoeboid cells. You can say, जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि RBCs are made up of, they are biconcave shape. In the same way, you all know about amoeba. Amoeba having irregular shape. It's jelly-like. In the same way, the cells, the shape of RBCs is also not fixed. It is irregular in shape, and that is why these cells are called amoeboid shaped cells, right? And they develop the immunity of the body. They fight against the foreign particles, against the pathogens of the body, and you know very well that nowadays it is really required. We all need it desperately. Then come to platelets. Platelets is the third, the most important cells of the blood. It helps in the clotting of blood. If some kind of injury takes place in your body and your body starts bleeding, that time these are the only cells which get activated and clots the body blood and stops bleeding, and this is very, very important. And what is the lifespan of these platelets? The lifespan is 7 to 12 days. That means around in these after every 7 to 12 days they keep on renewing in our body. So these three are the very important cells of the blood. So this is all about blood, one of the most important component of human circulatory system. Thank you.